Buccaneers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First carry for Ronald Jones. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Robert Kimdichie, the one to bring him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And a short gain down to about the 33.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Gone! Leopard! Leopard!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Rosen underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash in a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Detroit!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A very solid gain of 27.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Watch it now, Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Leopard!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
On 2nd down, Johnson. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And that one results in 35 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. They're going to catch right side by Evans. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. And his kick is good. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
So we have reached, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35, but make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
All right, now, look at 56.
They go play action here on first down. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is going to be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
No. Check. Patriot. Check Mike 11.
Now back to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Eluding the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rosen. Flushed out right. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And the receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flank.
Hey, so many times we hear
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Okay, baby, I see you.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And Stills over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And now it's Rosen looking. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll drop the throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Back to throw.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And Rosen's actually going to throw it here. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They stay on the ground on 1st for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And, it'll be intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. Trying to get it to Landry there. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated fair.
even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it